Hi everyone, it's Paula. Welcome back to my channel, PSE and Creations. Today I am going to make a project using the wood planks squares that you can get at the crafter squares at the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen these very often at my Dollar Tree, but the other day I was there and they had them, so I picked up, you get 6 of them. I actually picked up 2 packs. I also picked up one of these felt pad packs. And I already had a pack of the sandpaper sheets that they sell at the Dollar Tree, but you can get them there as well. This paintbrush is from the Dollar Tree as well. And the only thing that's not from the Dollar Tree in this project, obviously, are my pictures that I had printed at FedEx, because they say laser's better than inkjet, and obviously I only have inkjet here at home, so I decided to go ahead and get them printed there. And then this Rust-Oleum photo transfer. Now you don't have to use this. You can definitely use Mod Podge, which you can also get at the Dollar Tree. So technically, if you wanted to, you can do this entire project with Dollar Tree products, with the exception of your photos, obviously. But I've had this, I picked it up at Home Depot, and I don't think I've used it. No, I did try using it once, but it was my fault because I used laser, and it says, I'm sorry, I used inkjet, and it says here that use a laser printer. The images, I guess, come out more vibrant. But anyways, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a set of 4 coasters using these wood planks. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm not a professional at this. This is just how I think it should be done based on the instructions that I'm reading here and just ideas that I have. So ideally, fingers crossed, this comes out good. If it doesn't come out good, then I would have spent, a total of maybe 1, 2. The pictures cost me, I think, 2 something, and I printed actually 8, 9 prints of, because I'm doing different ones. And the sandpaper I already had. This I had already bought for a previous project, and the paintbrush I already had as well. So maybe a total of $5. But it's always worth trying. So, and I'm trying with you guys live, for me, recorded for you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by sanding these down a little bit on the surface where the pictures are going to be. So I will mute this part because it probably will be loud, and you don't want to deal with that. So I will sand these and then I will be back. Okay, I am back. Okay, so the instructions on this say image prep. Prior to printing, flip image horizontal so that it transfers properly. Using a laser printer, print your image on standard printer paper. Check. Application steps. Apply by brushing a generous amount of photo transfer solution onto print side of paper. Okay, so I'm going to take my print and I'm going to apply a generous amount of the solution. I don't know how much is a generous? Is that a generous? I don't know. I don't know if the strokes matter up and down. No. Is that generous? I don't know if that's generous. Well, that might be too generous. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I didn't think this through. Okay, now it says place image on surface printed face side down. Smooth out bubbles with a ruler or flat edge to ensure photo is directly resting onto the project. Okay. I said I didn't think this through, guys. Hold on. Okay, so I want the image to be, I think, like that. Okay, and I got this out of the Dollar Tree too. Smooth out all the bubbles. Okay. And then you wait 12 hours until the project is completely dry. Once dry, wet paper using a damp rag, dabbing a section at a time. Okay, so we're done with that one. We're going to set it aside. And do the next one. Really, the thing that takes the longest is just letting it dry. Oh, one other thing that you would probably have to buy, especially if you're using it as coasters, and I haven't even bought, is a sealer. So I do apologize about that. That's probably something that you probably cannot pick up at the Dollar Tree. That would be something that you'd have to pick up at like Home Depot or Lowe's, maybe Walmart. I'm sure Amazon has something as well. Although you might be able to buy the water sealed Mod Podge. But again, I don't think Dollar Tree sells that one. I think Dollar Tree just sells the basic Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Okay, I'm making a mess here. Okay, I think I got all the bubbles out. Okay, so at this point, we're going to switch these out and let them dry. Bring these over. We have done our 4 coasters. Oof, this one's a little bit not good. And we will now be back in 12 hours, probably tomorrow, to remove them and see how it turned out. All right, guys, I will see you guys in 12 hours, but not really for you guys. I'll be back. And I am back. This is 24 hours after the first step. I apologize. We are going to have to do a voiceover. My allergies got the best of me, and unfortunately, I was very sniffly
and didn't realize it during the process. And I'm not going to put a video out there where I'm constantly sniffling. I do apologize. But so the process here is I'm taking one of the coasters. I'm doing obviously one at a time. I'm grabbing the bottle that I use of the Rust-Oleum photo transfer liquid, just to make sure that I understand what the next step is. For me, the next step is just to take my damp cloth in a circular motion, and remove the white paper. Once the coaster dries, the bottle does state that there will be a white film. So I just need to grab the damp cloth again and just continue to do circular motions on the image just until I no longer see that white film. So which means that all the paper is removed from the coasters. You will also see, how many times am I going to say you will also see towards the end of this portion of the video where I had to clip off some excess paper from around the coaster. I had overhang. Again, lessons learned here. If I do this again, I will make sure that I cut the image exactly to the same size as the coaster itself that I use, or whatever the bases that I use. It just makes it easier because what happened was the overhang that I had to remove not only folded over to the side, and some of the some of the image or color transferred to the side of the coaster or the piece of wood that I used. It all was also hard, so just cutting it off, while I could get it cut off, it was definitely hard. So I was scared that I was going to cut through the wood because this is not thick wood, and the scissors that I have are very industrial scissors. But anyways, I'm going to continue this process for all 4 of my coasters, and then I will move on to the final step, and I will take you along.
Hi everyone. Okay, so these now are finally ready to go. I did want to show everyone that this is what I use to spray it with. Polyurethane water-based crystal clear gloss is what I used. Soap and water cleanup, fast dry, superior scratch resistance. So I picked this up at Home Depot. I did mention that there would be one thing that I would pick up that wasn't from the Dollar Tree, and that was this. Now, I know that you can use Mod Podge to cover it as well. So that's an option. That's something that they actually do sell at the Dollar Tree. So one other thing that I wanted to mention is I had originally picked up these felts from the Dollar Tree that I was going to use these small ones for the underneath. I've decided to use something different. However, again, keeping with the theme that most of these items came from the Dollar Tree, with the exception of the pictures that I printed, obviously, and this polyurethane. I did want to share that I found these cork bumpers at Ollie's for $1.49. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Ollie's, but that's a store. I'm pretty sure it's a chain because I've heard other people from other states speak of it. But there was 24 count, and I think that I'm going to use these instead of the felt ones. But again, if you can't get these at an Ollie's or maybe somewhere else that they may carry them, the felt would obviously work perfectly fine. So I'm just going to turn these over, and I'm going to add my little bumpers. I'm going to add 4 to each. Trying to make sure that I'm as aligned as possible, but if that's, I mean, obviously it's not important. It's just the aesthetic part of it. And if you wanted to add additional glue, that might be a good option as well. Oh, okay. Oh, this one stuck really good. Okay. I need to. Okay. So I used 4 or 2 packs, 4 of each. And oh, look how cute that is. Okay, perfect. That's it. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to wrap it up. I just have tissue paper here. I'm going to use 2 sheets of tissue paper. 2 sheets? 2 sheets? I'm going to put them face down. Actually, I'm going to put them face up. And then I'm going to use some jute twine. You can use just the regular kind. This I picked up at some point at Michael's. I'm sure it was on clearance. I've had this for 5 years. And this is optional, obviously. You don't have to do this, but I'm giving this as a gift, so I figured why not? I think it's a cute idea. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It was definitely a first for me. I had tons of fun. And like I said, everything was from the Dollar Tree with the exception of this polyurethane. And I did substitute the felts that I picked up at the Dollar Tree with these cork bumpers that I picked up at Ollie's. But again, these are at the Dollar Tree, so you can definitely do this project. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys on my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.